The answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV Versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hello everyone, this is Mugen Lord here, and this week is Dead or Alive 6 week. So this week I'll be covering and uploading content related to Dead or Alive 6 as far as character overviews, me playing some arcade mode, story mode, also playing some online rank matches so you can get pretty much a good feel of how the game plays, just in case those of you who are on the shelf with this game and not sure whether or not this game is for you, or if you haven't even heard of Dead or Alive and wanted to give the game a try. I think this would be a perfect week for you guys to come check out the content and see whether or not this game is for you. So pretty much in this video it's going to be my overall, I guess you could say, first impressions of how I feel and what I think of Dead or Alive 6 after picking the game up March 1st and playing it over the weekend. And so far as I can say is that I'm really having a good time with the game. And I guess this is because that this time around I'm really taking a different approach when it comes to fighting games. Now when it comes to Dead or Alive series, I've never really played it hardcore. I never really played it competitively. I've always been a casual player, but I've also been a fan of the series since Dead or Alive 2, since I actually played it on the Dreamcast first, and I've been a fan since and owned every last Dead or Alive title, even down to the Dead or Alive Dimensions on the Nintendo 3DS. So I'm pretty much a fan at heart for this. But now that with this YouTube channel, and I've been going through this transformation with the channel, and a lot of you guys like to pretty much hear my thoughts and opinion with fighting games and want me to get a little bit deeper into fighting games, I decided to dig a little bit deeper with it, and I'm really enjoying myself because now I'm actually starting to see the heart of the game and just heart of fighting games in general to actually learn in the game. So overall, as far as the menus is concerned and what's in this game, there's a ton that you can enjoy by yourself with the single player features. You do have your quest mode, and your quest mode is pretty much similar to, how can I say, if you ever played Super Smash Brothers and they have the event mode, there's different pretty much tasks or criteria that you have to complete within the match. And what this mode pretty much essentially does is it pretty much helps you to get the understanding of how the character works. It gives you a criteria list to try to help you get clear stage at a certain time, or try to land this many hits, or try to score this much damage, or how many what's the highest combo that you can pull off and everything. So I think this is a really interesting aspect and a good tool to understand how every last character works. So if you are trying to get into fighting games, and I think more fighting games definitely need features like this, and to break newcomers in to understand how the gameplay mechanics work, having features like this I think is pretty good. Now as far as story mode is concerned, it's like, when it comes to story mode is like this. It's similar to like porn. People don't go to porn for a story mode or a storyline, and NetherRealm Studio pretty much changed that around with their unique storytelling with Injustice and Mortal Kombat. But with Dead or Alive 6, you definitely would not find this here. And as far as the story is concerned, it's really not serious, so don't try to find anything serious out of it. And as far as I'm concerned, the story mode is kind of convoluted. But if you're interested in wanting to know the characters on a much more personal level, check out the story mode. The way the story mode pretty much essentially work is there's a timeline that you must scroll through. Now the thing I do have, my biggest gripe that I do have with the story modes, is that when you complete each segment with the story mode, it pretty much essentially unlock different parts of the timeline for each individual characters, and in most cases it doesn't even unlock it in a particular order. So each I guess you could say story segment is its own contained story arc, so it's kind of hard to really follow how the story pieces itself together. It's very, very confusing. But if you want to get your overall experience or get your money's worth out of it, go in it. Now from what I heard is the story mode is like 3 hours long, but I haven't really played it long enough. But I am going to complete it and maybe put up I guess you could say my playthrough or some playthrough sequences of me playing it on this YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. But overall, that's pretty much it for the story mode. What you definitely going to be spending most of your time with is the training mode, because they have different training mode options that you have. You have your free training where you do your typical going into the lab trying to figure out your character's move sets and your tools and figure out, you know, setups with your character and everything. And then you also have your command training where it gives you the command list, and you go through the command list and follow the instructions that's given to you. And then of course you have your combo training where it teaches you different combos with the character that you have selected, which I think is pretty cool understanding of the character. And then you also have DOA Central, where you have your character customization, where you can purchase with your currency different accessories for your character, because when you go to the character select screen, you can choose the different outfits that you can unlock. And there's a lot of, from what I heard, there's a lot of grinding to do as far as trying to unlock the much more provocative, sexualized, I guess you could say, costumes for each and every last of characters on the character list. But other than that, the combo training and the command training and the training mode in general is where you be spending your time at. And then of course online mode, which is essential to every fighting game of today's generation. The online mode, as far as I'm concerned, so far what I didn't know is that they only have online rank, so there's no lobby yet. The developer said that the first week of its release they're going to patch the online lobby there, so sorry, we really can't play against one another just yet. But so far you're going to play rank, and I played a few rank matches. As far as the online connectivity is concerned, it's a hit or miss. Today I've been lucky, I've been hitting like perfect online connections, because it seemed like most players are playing wirelessly, and I play it with a wired connection. But overall, I never, this today or tonight or whatever day I upload this, I haven't really experienced any lag. I had like seamless connection prior to that, but over the weekend the connection was pretty much on and off. Some I had good connection, some I had bad connection. But overall, I noticed that since I'm at a lower rank, there's a lot of new players who pretty much probably never played a Dead or Alive. So right now, I won 10 consecutive games so far and became a silver fighter. And from the looks of it, it seemed like that most of the good players are pretty much probably high rank. So right now I'm sweeping through most of the competition. So I definitely have to keep playing through in order to find the competition that I need to put my skills to the test. And I can definitely tell that there's a lot of new players just by fighting some of these players and some of the things they were doing. And I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? Like, you shouldn't do that. You get punished for that. You know, I can punish you for that. But overall, I'm really enjoying the game. I'm loving the game, and I can't wait to definitely patch in this lobby, which I didn't know that they didn't even have. Another concern that people may have gripes about, which to me, I don't buy costumes anyway. Dead or Alive's costumes was never a thing that I was really into. I'm into the core gameplay, but they do have a season pass, which is like pretty much essentially $100 season pass which comes with, I believe, 64 costume sets and only 2 characters, which are S and K. One is mine, and the other character haven't been revealed yet. I think we won't know until around like June or whatever, whenever they make the announcement. But yes, there's $100 season pass, so they have a crap ton of costumes that's coming or whatever. So if you into that, hopefully you could be able to purchase them individually instead of getting the season pass itself. But overall, that's my overall experience with the game. This is my first impressions, and I'm really enjoying the game. I've been spending more time in the lab and everything with the game to try to understand how Kasumi work, and I'll definitely be going through a couple other characters. But that's about it. If you like this and you considering to buy Dead or Alive, I suggest you go pick it up. If you're just looking for some, competitive play, and you're looking for, I guess you could say, something different than what your other fighting games are offering you at the time or whatever. But definitely give it a try. And if you've been sitting on the shelf and you haven't gotten into a Dead or Alive game, give it a try. Especially stay tuned for my character overview, my rank matches for this week that I'll definitely be uploading, the story mode, the arcade mode, so you can get an overall feel of whether or not this game is for you or not. But definitely your thoughts in the comment sections below. Are you liking the game so far? Or are you a little bit disappointed? Does this game feel like a fresh Dead or Alive experience, or does it feel a little bit of the same to you? I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you pass the video, share it, like it, pass it around the community, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. This is Mugen Lord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below And don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.